Hi, how are you?
Hi, how I'm very well. How have you been?
Good, and you? How have you been?
Been good, but you've given us a ray of light in this the 2 months of darkness that we've all been through. So please tell us about Candle. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, thank you. Well, it started in LA, where Mr. Sad Bisla, who's the owner of A&R Records worldwide, he heard me sing and he said, you have a very beautiful voice, you should sing. And so we kind of got into a room with the producer, Narendra Singh, who's the producer of Narinder Singh, was a producer of the song, Michael Oakes, who wrote Raja Kumari, my husband and me, we all kind of got together and, um, we said, what do we sing about? What do you want to sing about? What do you want to say through your song? And at that time, I thought, there's a time in everybody's life where you feel completely lost, you feel uncertain about the future, you feel you're bogged down, and somehow you will not be able to rise, out of that. And at that time, you have to like look within yourself and find that spark, that flame, and say, no, I'm going to burn bright. I'm going to win. I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to come out of this situation victorious. So that's what we sung about, and I thought candle was a beautiful metaphor for positivity, peace, faith, everything, hope. And so the song was made, and I sung the song. And today, when I looked around me, I thought, everybody is going through this. Everybody's going, they're thinking of the same thing. We are in unprecedented time. We all think there's so many hardships. There's uncertainty in our lives, and
Yeah.
and it's almost like it's insurmountable. And so I thought this would be a great time to release the song where you're talking about positivity and giving them the candle of hope, saying that just take a deep breath, just take a pause, and everything is going to be okay. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We will all come through this stronger and better. So that's why we decided to release the song, but we didn't have a video for it. So that was a hurdle, that how do we shoot for this song,
So you
because
turned the doctor into the director.
yes, and the photographer and the cameraman and the everything. So we kind of shot it in the house, and we just put a mic. Luckily, we had a mic because I had done I for India, and we just bought a mic just because we all love to sing in the house. So we had bought a mic, and so we had a mic and we had everything, and so we just found one corner in the house, we lit up, and found out on YouTube, talked to a few people on about how to shoot it,
Awesome.
and then finally we shot it. And I have to thank my music team, my team at Matrix, and also my R&M team, because we make a lot of content for digital, and we have Dance with Madhuri, so we have a lot of editors, and he was always on call, and we sent everything to him, he got everything together, and we said, the theme is going to be about the real the candles that are burning the brightest right now, who are our frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, the sanitation workers, the police officers, because they are putting their life
True.
at risk. They're taking the risks, and they're away from their families, and they're doing all that to help us, to keep us safe and healthy. And so we want to dedicate this to them. So we shot the whole song with that theme in mind, and finally we released it.
It's awesome. As they say, the song Candle and your 1,000-watt smile, that's the brightness we need. But I was so impressed with your son on the piano and you doing a perfect rendition of Ed Sheeran's song. What took you so long to sing? I mean, you've grown up in a family where you yourself have said, singing tumaris and.
No, what happened is I used to sing a lot in school and in English, mostly in English, but at home, because my mom was a classical singer, vocal Hindustani, and we were also exposed to classical music. We were exposed to Bollywood music. So what happened was, when I started working in films, I started very early. And I was a teenager when I started working. And by the time, 2, 3 years, and I was very busy. I was doing 2, 3 shifts every day. And, at that time, busy was really busy. Not films are not like short like it is today. 2, 2, 3 shifts every day, and, got busy with that. And then I got married, and then I had kids. So never really got time to devote to do something that was like singing. And it's something that I love as well, because it's all a part of my art, right? When you're in films, you are emoting with your face and your voice when you're talking. When you work in films, or when you're dancing, you're emoting with your face, your body, your movements, everything. And you sing as well. So singing was always a part of me, but this time I got time to do it, and we actually got down and we recorded a song. And so we're very happy we did that. And even Perfect, I think I was thinking of what to do for I for India. They wanted me to do something, and Facebook came to me, and I said, what do I do different? Because 83 people were going to be on the show, right? And I said, what do I do different that people will like or will entertain them, and which they've never seen me do before? And that's why I got the idea. I said, why not sing Perfect? And I talked to my son and I said, can you play that on the piano, you think? The song Perfect. And how kids are today. Yeah, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do it. And, the piano, he kind of drummed up everything, and he worked it out. And he said, yeah, I can play this. We can do this. So we rehearsed for it, practiced for it, and then we sang. And he played.
Awesome. So will we see an album coming out of your home, since your husband plays the guitar, your sons are on the drums and piano, and you sing?
Yeah, my husband also sings, and Arun could sing, but now because his voice is like, he's breaking, the voice is breaking. So, but yeah, we all are interested in music. So who knows, in the future, maybe we'll have like a family troupe or group or.
And also, when you spoke about dancing, no one till date can match steps with you. Was there ever a point in your life where you were a little nervous to share stage with someone and said, oh, can I match steps with this person? Was that ever a time?
Absolutely. And that was Prabhu Deva when I danced with him.
Ke Sara Sara.
Ke Sara Sara. Because he's one of the best dancers in our country. And when they said he is going to choreograph, so I was like, okay, he's choreographing. Oh, he's also dancing with you. I'm like, But it was wonderful. I was nervous for the first 2-3 shots, and then it was like, let's do this, and so it was wonderful. It was such a pleasure to dance with him, because he's just got rhythm, in his body. And he also has a great sense of humor, or, how to create that little light moments in his dances. He's very talented.
And also, in your time, your first movie, Abodh, also was a film ahead of its time. You went on to do the commercial blockbusters. You also gave us a Mrityu-Dan. And as you said, you were busy. You were doing, 3 shifts a day? And there were like some 4 releases in a year. Yeah. What has changed? Do you think they have it easier now? And you didn't have social media then. There were no airport looks. There were no gym looks back in the day.
No, every era will have its own difficulties. And I think nobody has it easy in any kind of jobs. Even for the generation today, I think when I work today, everything is organized, which is wonderful. And everything from your looks to how you are going to, what you're going to wear, to how you're going to look, to everything is worked out beforehand, storyboarded and everything. And you get bound scripts with dialogues and everything, so you can, be prepared beforehand. So it's great, and you have vanity vans, which we didn't have when we were working. Today we have vanity vans, which is a big comfort, actually. And so I think, but the difficulty is there's so much you have to do. Like, just to promote a film is like doing a film all over again. It's like 30-40 days of promotion, and you're going from one place to another, which we never did. We used to have 1 or 2 premieres, and that's it.
True.
The publicity used to be through posters and trailers, which used to be attached to other films, in the theater. So, but now it's like a whole different ball game altogether. So you're working really hard. If you worked hard then, you still have to work hard.
So, but also the thing is, back in the day, you did movies. Maybe there were not too many movies for, the female protagonist. These days that has changed. I remember when you did Aaja Nachle, that also was a breakaway. Are you happy now there are more roles and characters being written for actors beyond a certain age?
Yes, absolutely. Because, we have writers who are very smart, very intelligent. They are forward thinking, and they see a woman in a different light now. It's not so. Woman oriented films used to be like either she is avenging some sort of a thing, or she was a victim and in the end she rises, or those were the common themes for a woman oriented. But today, women are women in films, the way you see them in the society. They have different roles, they have important roles. They're talking about everything under the sun, and which is amazing. And it's a great, great time for women in films.
And has your process changed over the years? Because you've kept on reinventing yourself. After the movies, you took a break, you came back, digital, your own school. Has your process also changed now towards whenever scripts come your way and the roles you want to do?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I want to do things that excite me. I don't think I have anything to prove, but I want to do good work. I want to do good roles. I want to, discover my abilities, like I sang, I'm trying to do something different. And so trying to find things which were, undiscovered till now, and trying to do those. So yeah, it's always wonderful doing that, because that's what keeps you alive, and
which is so true.
Keeps you going, yeah.
So now we're watching back-to-back your films. Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, Prem Granth was on the other day. Have your sons seen your movies? Any reaction, or do you now look back and say, what was I thinking? Any memory that comes to mind?
No, the thing is that it's very awkward to sit in your own home and watch your own films. We don't do that. Imagine doing that, watching your own films. But sometimes it's on TV and my sons are walking, forward or backward, and they look at it and they say, what is this movie? Why are you behaving like that? So once I remember Koila was on TV and my mom was watching it, and my son was doing his homework and he was looking at the screen as I walked out. And when I came back after a few hours, I was going out to run an errand. This is a few years back. And I came back and I saw a note on the computer like this. And I picked up, because when I walked out, there was this song going on, which is Bhang ke nashe mein. We all eat bhang ke laddus and we all behaving like mad. So I had left at that point. And so when I came back, I saw the little note and he had written, why were you behaving so funny, Mom?
So sweet.
In the movie, why were you behaving so funny? And so, so, they've seen bits and pieces, but we don't really sit and watch my films.
But is there one thing that you miss of those days, and there is one thing that you would want to change in these days?
I don't know. I always think that, our industry has developed and gone in the right direction. They're making better films, and the kind of subject, the kind of content you see today is much better. It's not cliched. It's not, of course, films then used to be larger than life. Everything had to be, the villain had to be like the villain, who can destroy the whole world and, all that. But today the characters are more real, more relatable. And I don't see anything that I would really change, with that.
And also, since you did a movie called Bucket List, what's on your bucket list now, post-lockdown?
Post-lockdown, I think everybody has one thing on their bucket list: start working and go to studios and, get everything done. There's work that's delayed and we need to kind of catch up and do everything. So that'll be the first thing on the bucket list.
Anything that we can look forward to from you? Because I know you are hard at work at something or the other.
Well, right now, I think we're concentrating on this song and the release, and I'm so glad that people have liked it. They reacted.
It's wonderful.
Positively to my singing, to what the video was, and somewhere they had an emotional connect, a relatability to the song, and that's what is giving me immense pleasure right now.
And your co-star from Koila and your co-star from Hum Aapke Hain Kaun both have also cut out singles. So will we see a jamming session?
I don't know. It's to be seen.
Anyways, lastly, somebody asked me to ask you 3 people in these times who you think can do your iconic numbers. Choli ke piche, chane ke khet mein, and Sailab. Who do you see?
I don't know. It's very hard to say these things, because I don't know.
Anyways, thank you so much, since you're living through the lockdown, one thing that you take back and one thing that you're going to leave behind?
And I think the learning experiences that we need to help each other, help ourselves, help others, not only because of what's happening around the world, but also, like giving the right positivity and, treat each other with respect, do the right things that are needed to be done for this pandemic, like social distancing, wearing your mask, washing your hands, staying at home where the lockdowns are in effect. I think even if you do these little things, it's going to help not only yourself, but others. Just think of others as well, not just yourself.
Yes, so true. Thank you so much. All the very best. And looking forward to more music from you. And hope to see you in person soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Bye.